In the summer of 1984, our town wasn't afraid of monsters or myths. No, our fear came from something far stranger, something modern, something glowing, something we invited into our homes every night. They called it the man in the static, a figure that lived inside the dead channels of late-night television. But that name came much later. At first, we thought it was just electrical trouble, a glitch, a joke, a trick of tired eyes, but it wasn't. It started in June. People noticed their TV screens flickering, even when they were turned off. Families reported faint static leaking through the speakers, like soft whispering snow. Some folks heard low hums at dawn. Others said their screens glowed blue for a moment, then snapped back to black. Repair shops couldn't explain it. The cable company blamed humidity, but old-timers said the town had never seen weather like that. Then the strangeness grew. Channel 7, usually nothing but black space, began crackling alive after midnight. Not with programs, not with ads, just a deep cobalt blue light pulsing softly like a heartbeat. Kids dared each other to watch it. Some swore they saw a flicker of someone standing there, a tall, long-limbed silhouette, still as a shadow, colder than the screen itself. No one believed the kids. Not yet. The first adult to report the figure was Nancy Calder, a night shift nurse, practical woman, didn't believe in nonsense. She came home late one evening and turned on the TV to unwind. The static on Channel 7 came in slow, like snow falling underwater. Nancy leaned closer, and that's when she saw him, a dark figure, tall, narrow shoulders, a blank oval where a face should be, standing perfectly still in the middle of the screen. Not fuzzy, not glitchy, solid, like a man waiting quietly in a room you weren't supposed to see. Nancy screamed and unplugged the set. But as the cord slipped from the wall, the figure moved. It raised a single hand, as if waving goodbye. Nancy moved out of town a week later. People whispered, but ignored her story, until it happened again and again and again. By fall, half the town had seen something strange on screen. Not always the same figure, sometimes just a shadow shifting behind the fuzz. Sometimes a dark shape crossing the static like a person walking across a room. Sometimes whispers coming through the speakers, soft as breathing. People complained of headaches, nosebleeds, nightmares of blue light filling their homes. The cable company sent technicians. They replaced wires, replaced boxes, replaced the tower's whole north array. Nothing changed. One technician, a quiet man named Robert Hale, told the local paper, "We're not losing a signal. We're picking one up." He quit the next day, moved 2 states away, never explained what he meant, and then came the blackout. On October 21st, at exactly 2:11 a.m., the entire town dropped into darkness. Every light, every street lamp, every home except one, the old Johnson place on Red Elm Road. Neighbors stepped outside to investigate. The sky was starless. The air was buzzing with faint static, like the whole world had turned into an old television set. And at the center of it all, the Johnsons' living room window glowed bright, icy blue. The neighbors approached carefully. Through the curtains, they saw shadows drifting inside the room, tall shapes, moving like people pacing. But not shaped, quite right. Yet no one inside answered the door. No one called for help, no one screamed. Police arrived within minutes. They forced the door open. Inside, the TV was on full blast, Channel 7 glowing bluer than ever, a swirling static storm filling the screen. And the Johnson family gone, not missing, gone. No overturned furniture, no signs of a fight, no footprints leaving the house, only a trail of their footprints moving toward the TV, the last print stopping inches from the glowing screen. The officers shut the TV off. The glow died. The room went dark. And that was it. The Johnson family was never seen again. The state police called it electrical hallucinations. The feds called it a misunderstanding. The town called it what it was, a warning. The cable company permanently disabled Channel 7, or so they claimed. But people still reported strange phenomena. TVs turning on at 2 a.m., static leaking into baby monitors, blue light flickering behind unplugged screens, shadows walking across blank televisions. And every year on October 21st, at exactly 2:11 a.m., Channel 7 flickers back to life, no matter how old the TV, no matter how disconnected the cable. Only for 1 minute. And during that minute, people swear they see 5 shapes in the static. A mother, a father, 3 children, standing together, waiting. And behind them, taller, darker, arms hanging too long, stands the man in the static. still watching, still waiting. Some say he's searching for someone. Some say he feeds on attention. Some say he collects the people who stare too long into the places we were never meant to look. So tell me, would you risk tuning to a dead channel after midnight? Or is the man in the static still out there, waiting for someone curious enough to look back at him? Comment below if your screen doesn't start glowing first.